everyone, welcome back to Farm Simulator 22. Okay, so we are currently on, I don't know what year it is, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff sold. I was going to record the part where I sold the silage, but there was quite a lot of loads there, so I decided not to. But we got 608, well, about 660,000 worth of bales. I already had about 40k in the account. So at the minute we're going over here to sell the cake and stuff, and I've got quite a lot of cake to sell. So we'll see how many loads we've only got. I think it's like 48 can sit in a pallet, and I think we got another full load as well after this. Just interesting to see how much we get, and then hopefully we get over 900, and we go buy those other fields. There we go. Right, that's that. And all this here gets sold. Make sure you get everything gets it. That's another wee bit. Yeah, we'll definitely get a load of it. So let's take this round and fill up again. So yeah, the idea is to buy those 3 fields on top, merge them all together, and then put like an oil processing facility on the side of it. So we're going to be planting some like canola oil or something, but what I need to do is check to see first which is the best. I ran out of space in this thing, that's why these are all here. Oh, hit an invisible barrier there or something there. Yeah, I ran out of space in this here room. It's just full up with cake. There was 90 of it was just cake alone. The sugar should be let's see. I'll do 20. Oh no, that's nothing. Cake. Let's do this here. There we go. And then GB. I need to turn it around. Yeah, I need to look up to see which one's the best for planting. Right. I might need to just play around with these here until I get it picked up. Clothes, furniture, chocolate, cheese, cake. Right, I need to pick all that stuff up. This trailer's a wee bit annoying because you can't reverse back. Well, you can, but it's very tricky. I can get more than that. Oh, I hate when it does that. Don't know why it does that. Tell you what, how many's there at the minute? 4. Let's do 16. Oh, sugar. Quite literally sugar. Whoops. Oh, right. We're gonna have to sell all this here stuff first because I need to get rid of all that. In fact, let's just dump it off here momentarily. Need to pick all this here crap up. There we go. Yeah, so the sugar is only distributing. It's not actually processing at the minute, and it won't be until we get all the pallets get rid of all the pallets, and then we'll go back to resuming it again. Right. I need to go round in a big circle again and dump all that crap off. And in the process, try not to tip the... There we go. Nah. Let's go with the cake again. Oh, cake. There's full 20. There we go. So that's all the cake. Rid of. Sugar. How much sugar's in there? 112. Well, that, yeah, we can get rid of all that. But I'd say the facility over here that does the sugar, it's only on distribution. It's not actually processing it. And then what we'll do is we'll take the pallets by hand to all the facilities. Right. And then that way. Oh, right, that is max. Alright, so we can take that and sell that. But yeah, I'll have to take the sugar manually to all the places and sell them. It's just, I should never have distributed it. I should have just bought another one or put it to the side. Should never have put it in there. I know I said, oh sure, then we can do whatever, but yeah, mistakes were made. Oh, so we can get to see what a full trailer looks like when it's sold. 127,000. Excellent. That's really good. It's actually quite satisfying when you see the clothes. The clothes, oh, it just tremendous amount of money you get out of it. It's brilliant. I might actually skip it to, well, no, we can't. I was going to say skip it to March, but I just realised we need to cut the field in March or April. I might actually be able to get away with just putting it on this one here on the front. Yeah. Might need to put some in the back. There we go. Now, that's actually a perfect load. Right, now, what else is in there that we need to sell? We've got chocolate and cheese, which will be sold. But we only get 7. I don't know why there was very little of that. The chocolate and cheese this time. There's something has something has slowed down the production on that. Let's have a look. That's those strawberries are nearly full to the brim anyway. Cake, yeah. Right, let's. Oh, that's full. That's okay. Now this is it here. There's plenty of milk and there is plenty of sugar, but for some reason it's not producing as much cheese and chocolate. Is this something to do with like butter being used or whatever? Even the butter's starting to fill up as well, so we need like another bakery or something. But talking about bakery, let's just have a quick look to see. Yeah, there's plenty of flour going into it. There's the sugar starting to go down. That's good. That's good to see because now we can start using the pallets. Eggs as well. Milk. I usually wait till the milk goes down to about here before I go around with it again because it's a bit of a hassle taking that tanker around, especially when it's tight gaps and stuff. Oh. Anyway, let's take this on over. The cows and all have been fed. They're all well, and they're producing milk. I have actually bought a couple of wee things since the last episode, and I'll go over them now in a second. But first of all, let's just sell this here. How much do you get just for this here? There we go. 42,000. That's pretty good. Anyway, let's go up here and collect the cheese and chocolate and stuff. We could sell some butter because we don't use the butter for anything else, and there is plenty of it there. In fact, I'm very tempted just to set it distributing and collect it all up. I had to take some sugar up here because of the space down there that was taken up by the. Now, I think cheese and chocolate can go together. I think. Could be wrong. But before we do, let's check. Let's have a look. Cheese and chocolate. Cheese and chocolate. The cheese is sold at this one, which is over there. And where does the chocolate go? Ah, chocolate. Chocolate. That goes in the other one. That goes over there. Okay. Right, so we're gonna have to do 2 loads. We'll do the cheese first and then we'll do the chocolate. And because this is only a single run, I'm just gonna unhook that trailer there so I don't carry unnecessary stuff with us. It's a wee bit slow, but not too slow. Right. Now, let's do the cheese first. Right, we've got 10 there. Alright, let's take this over. Sell all this. Yeah, we didn't get that much this year out of it. Which is kind of weird, because like we've only got 10. Yeah, 10, so it was doing about 1 a month. Which doesn't make any sense. And it's not like it ran out of milk or anything, it didn't. It was well topped up with milk. That's 36,000. So we're already on 1 million there, that's good. So we can't afford the fields, and we should be able to afford the facility. We have plenty of money there at the minute. So whatever we get out of this here is a bonus. Let's have a look. What's the next thing to sell? The chocolate, is it? There's only 9 in that. It's way less. So let's go over here and sell it for this facility. There's quite a lot of clothes there. We do end up filling up the thing to the brim anyway. So I've realised we can get away with skipping 3 months. 3 months is enough for everything, including the cars, to last. I don't know why I thought it was 2, but unless it's like a seasonal sort of thing where they consume more in the winter or whatever. But yes, the furniture is the only thing where it actually fills up to the brim, but I don't really care about that. It's a slow process. So what I'm trying to do is we're on January, so it would be February and March, so I can skip 2 in this because I have to start cutting the grass in March, and then skip a month to go into April. Oh, that's very good. That's 34. Nah, I don't think there's anything else to sell, is there? We could sell. The milk is also in January, and we have lots of milk at the minute. So we could get, if needed, we'll use it as a bit of like a last resort. If we buy the 3 fields or 4 fields, whatever it is, and the facility, we could be left with like say 5,000. If even that's even if we can get it. Say we're left with 5,000, then we'll sell the milk, and we should get about 40 out of it, I think it is, which should keep us going up until March, definitely. We do need to resow this field here on the right with the cotton. Yeah, cotton's gonna go in there, but there's nothing else over there in that facility, is there? Can I merge over there fairly quickly? Not merge, but like, oh, I can't. I'll just have to run over. I need to check to see if there's anything else in there that needs to be sold. Let's see. The clothes, furniture, and the sugar. Well, the furniture is sold in. When is the furniture sold? June. Clothes are sold in April, and sugar is, well, sugar is going to come out of there eventually. In fact, let's do a wee sugar run. Let's do a little sugar run. So what we'll do is we'll pick out the ones over here that are already out. I don't want too many pallets outside, because there is a limit on how many pallets can be outside at any given time. So I'll pick these ones here up first. Oh. There we go. So that's using away that sugar. And so we'll take this sugar over to the bakeries and stuff. The what is it? What did we plant over there? Barley. Oh yeah, I'll go over the new thing we bought now in a second. But oops, there's a field. The two fields over there. So there's barley currently growing in one and grass growing on the other. It was oats was growing in it, and then I realized, oh, not that I realized, I remembered that oats can't be used to feed the chickens, so that had to be abandoned. But we used it for the what do you call it instead, the flour facility. So I'm gonna just take these around. This is just gonna use it all up. Goes through it fairly slowly, but surely. Now I'm just gonna dump this here off to the side. And I'm gonna pick up these eggs here. This might go through it fairly quickly. Is there any eggs over there ready to go? No, that's it. That's alright. As long as we have like one facility or so going, that's okay. There we go, that's all the eggs used up now. Yeah, so they're all working away, and these here are full to the brim. We got, the other thing as well is I forgot to mention, whenever I was harvesting this field here with the cotton, I decided to use the John Deere harvester. Now it is double the price, so it was like 40,000 to rent it out. All I'm gonna say is never again am I gonna be using that. That is a complete waste of money for two reasons, right? First reason, one, it's double the price of the other one and does the exact same work, as the exact same speed. The other thing as well is it does round bales, and I learned the hard way that you can't eject out a half completed bale or like a semi like completed bale. At one stage I was only a few percent off from doing one more bale, and it wouldn't let me eject it. One more bale, and it was annoying because I had 7 bales and an 8th one. Let me see, an 8th one would have fit in those first facilities there. Sorry, no, there was 10. There was 10 bales altogether, so there was one each. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then there would have been 11 bales. So yeah, so instead of 10, there should have been 11, and it wouldn't let me eject the bale, which was really annoying. It was a waste of time as well because it had gone over here, and I wanted to turn the computer off as well, and I said, well, I kind of want to wait for this here to finish. And then when it did finish, it wouldn't let me eject it, and I said never again. The other one, I know it does like 20,000 litres in bigger bales, but you can just drop them off at each facility, and it can do like a semi-completed one as well, which isn't hard. But I was a wee bit annoyed at the fact that you couldn't eject it. But yeah, what I was talking about earlier on about the new stuff as well. Let me just go on to here to show it, because we have to go on to this here, and let me see, go. There we go. So I'm gonna turn around here, and we'll go up this path here, and you will see it as soon as you go up. There it is. So we've got 2 new paths. We've got this one here, coming from the left, going up here, and another one going down here, and a big slurry pit here in the middle. Now, the reason for adding all this is because there was a wall going across here. Now, you're probably seeing my mouse, but the mouse is probably not lined up. Oh, excuse me. But the what do you call it? The mouse is probably not lining up with this. But anyway, what was hateful sometimes was you would come in with a lorry, and then you'd have to turn around here in the center and come around here and go out this way here. Whereas you can just go up this way, and it's a quick way up to the top, where it goes up, and then you just zoom around, or you can go up here and cut through the field if needed, and that's why I added that. And then I just left all the space here. I was gonna originally just like completely flatten this here out and turn it on into a big yard, but I kind of like this. It kind of makes it look a bit like a proper farm. So what I was thinking was, we'll put some solar panels in along here, put loads of them inside here, when we have plenty of money, and use that just to gain some more. That'll be the last thing I was talking about, where we'd be saving up tons of money to buy a field and cover it in like solar panels or cover it in wind turbines, just different things. So anyway, let's go back out and let's go to farmland, because we have 1 million, which is more than enough for all this here, and we're going to buy all this here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the processing facility either in here or in, well, my mouse is probably not lining up, so I'll zoom in here. So there, just where the curves are, either down here in the bottom one or this one up here on top, wherever the facility is. So let's buy all this here. Buy, and buy. Now what does that leave us? 101,000. Okay. But the thing is, there is stuff growing in them fields. What is growing in it? Right, so there's grass growing on the top one, that's okay. And I don't know what that pink one is. Is that sugar beet? Oh, okay. Okay, there's a sugar beet growing in that. What's in these two here? There's nothing in that, is there? Or have I hidden something? Has something been disabled? Something, I don't know what that is. Probably an empty field. But there's sugar beet in that, which is kind of somewhat good, because now we can harvest it and take it down here to our sugar processing facility and keep that well topped up. Why is that flashing? Oh, it's because it's tagged. So what is growing in 3 and 4? Let's have a look. I'll use this here because it's just a lot better to go up and have a nosy. Right, here's from here. Oh, it's been limed. Has it? No, there is definitely something growing in that. There is something definitely growing in that. Hold on a second. Can I teleport up there? Is it? Ah, here we go. Right, so it has been limed recently. Okay, it needs to be destoned as well, so that's okay. But at least it's been limed. That'll save us some money on liming. But we also need to work the fields as well. What I might actually do is, what's this here growing? Sugar beet. Oh, this is the one with the sugar beet. Wait, so what field was it? Oh, these two here. What's growing on this one across the way? Probably nothing, is it? But I'll harvest that sugar beet first. When is that done? Sugar beet is done in March. Okay, that's good. So it's only 2 months away, and we can do that at the same time that we're doing the cutting of the field. So that's good. Very, very good. Right, what's in this one? Right, that's okay as well. So that's pretty much ready. So we just need to destone all the fields really, and then let this here grow away. And then the top field has grass, so that's going to be merged. Now, I don't like that bit of the hill there. So I think what we'll do is oh, I'm looking at the wrong bit. Our processing facility could possibly go in here. But what I'll do is I'll put it to the side, offset it a bit, because if I find out that it produces very, very slowly, then I'll put multiple facilities and just fill it up with oil. But what I'm thinking is, if we harvest, like, say for example, canola is the best, for oil, let's say. What we could do is store it in our grain silo, if you can, and then save up money and then buy the facilities for processing it. I'll have a look to see how much it takes to process, so I'll go onto the wiki, and ideally we're looking for something like 1,000 cycles per month. Anything lower than that, then we know it's going to be very slow. It's going to be as slow as the furniture. I usually find anything above 1,000 is there's You get a pallet a month, which is pretty good. And lower that, and it's just not really worth it. So we'll put multiple in. I can't understand why I didn't put a few more of those furniture ones in, because it's got to the stage now where it's a bit late for that. But why we didn't save up and buy a couple more of those, I don't know why. It would have it would have eliminated quite a lot of unnecessary spending and stuff, and going over and back, over and back, over and back. But yeah, that's the way it is. So that field there, that's going to be destoned. The other ones, they're going to be all merged, and they're all going to be planted. I need to look up to see which one is the best for oil. It could be canola, canola. It could be, what else on this? Oilseed radish, olives, or whatever. I would like to buy a huge grapevine. So maybe if we get another million, we'll spend it all on getting vines and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Cause I want to sort of experiment, whatever's the best. But so far, both cotton and silage are the best in terms of money. Silage, because, well, you cut the field. All you do is cut the field, and then all you do is bale it, and it's all automatic. Cotton is handy as well. You have to plant it, you have to fertilize it, you have to, deweed it, fertilize it again, and then you harvest it. Yes, there's a bit of a tractor run, but in terms of silage, you have to cut it, fertilize, cut it, fertilize, cut it, fertilize, cut it, fertilize. So there's 4 fertilization, 4 cotton. So you're using you're using 2 tractors, but 4 different routes. So that's 8 routes in total. Whereas the cotton, you have to, first of all, you have to cultivate or sow it, which usually can be done in one motion, as well as fertilizing it. Then you have to fertilize it a second time, then you have to weed it, and then you have to harvest it. And that's 4. But the other thing as well as silage, you have to go and collect it. Whereas the cotton, it's when you bale, it's not even worth talking about. Silage is quite a hassle. However, if you had loads of fields with loads of silage, it's quicker. I can cut that big field up there, that big massive field that we have the silage in, that can be cut in about 25 minutes. I've timed it. Harvesting so say if it's cotton, say it's 25 minutes, so let's work this here out, right? We'll round it up to half an hour, because it's just a lot easier. So it's to be cut 4 times, so that's 2 hours. It has to be fertilized 4 times. That's if you use the big sprayer, but I'm using the manure, but if you use the big sprayer, it's 15 minutes. So that's an hour. So that's already 3 hours. Total time it takes to harvest it, plant, all that there. And then cutting it as well and baling it, we'll add on another hour. So that's 4 hours here, right? So that's 4 hours for silage. Now, for cotton, you have to sow it. That's 45 minutes. Then you have to fertilize it a second time. Oh yeah, I forgot you need a roller. And roller takes ages as well. That takes about an hour. So already on an hour and 3/4. Then you have to weed it. That takes another 3/4 of an hour. So that is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Then you have to fertilize it again. So say another half an hour. So that's 2 3/4 hours. Then you have to harvest it up, and that takes 2.5 hours. So 2 hours, 2 3/4 hours plus 2.5 hours. 4, so it's just over 5. So even though they work out roughly about the same, so people are going to be giving out and say they're not the same. No, you're going to get more for cotton, which you do, but you have to also remember as well, you have to take the cotton and put it into the processing facilities to get the beneficial cash out of it. You could sell the bales direct, but it's not worthwhile doing that. You're better just turning it into clothes. So the argument is, in terms of time, and if you have loads of time, if say you have 6 hours to spend, I would do silage. Because you'll get the money in 6 hours, whereas versus if you were to do it with cotton, it's going to be more than that, because you have to skip months. If you didn't have to worry about things like cows and stuff, you're okay. You can skip right through the months, collect all your pallets, and you could possibly do it. But if you have cows, it's not worth it, because you need to keep the cows fed every 2 to 3 months. But yeah, that's the way it is anyway. Okay, so we're coming up on time anyway. What I'm gonna do is, yeah, that's gonna be harvest up there. I'm not gonna show that because it's sugar beet. It's general stuff. I am gonna merge this here together. I am going to find out what oil-based product is the best and plant that in it. Then I'm gonna do another cotton harvest and another silage run, and then I am stopping cotton altogether. That's it. I'm gonna let them facilities run out. Because the money that we get out of that, plus the money that we get out of the silage, should be enough to get the olives or the grapevines. I'll find out which one's the best. It'll probably be olives, but because we have the oil processing facility, it'll probably be worthwhile doing that. And then that will take us on to just working with pallets. I am not going to bother with silage or cotton anymore. And just keep selling the milk. Just put the milk in towards the facilities and let them process away on it, and keep the cows fed and whatever. I am not doing any more cotton. I'm not doing any more silage. I will keep doing a wee bit of hay because the cows need it, and well, I'm just gonna wait until they just run down on it. Whatever money we gather from all that, plus whatever's in the oil, plus whatever in the say the olives or the grapevines, we're going to use that to buy another field and cover it in solar panels. So ideally we were hoping to make about 2 million excuse me, we're hoping to make about 2 million in this session, in the next session or so, which will go towards putting the facility here, the grapevines there, and then buying a field and covering it in whatever it is. And then that will be the end of the series. So the end of the series will be in either July or August. I'm currently recording this in June. What date is it today? Today's the 10th. So you're probably seeing this in either late July or early August at the minute, just according to the schedule I have at the minute. Then the next game we're going to be playing after this is City Skyline 2. Should be coming out this year. There has been a few leaks. It looks really, really good. There's some leaked footage on it. If you go into YouTube and just type up City Skylines leaked footage, there's a YouTuber, I can't remember his name, but he's got like something like 500,000 subscribers to 1 million, and he's showing some screenshots that were leaked, and he explains through the screenshots. Like, I looked at the screenshots and I was like, that looks cool, yeah, there's like a few different pieces, but he indulged right deep into it and just pointed out like the tiniest wee things. I'll not say much in case anybody doesn't want to get any spoilers, but it looks really, really good and really promising, and I am certainly going to get that game. I don't really care how much it is, but I'm going to get it because I enjoyed the first one so much. I am looking forward to playing this one. And then we're going to be doing some videos on that. There's going to be a whole series. We're going to do some challenges. We're going to try and do all the achievements and do a series on that. In terms of other games, well, I'm trying to think of other games to play in the meantime, because if that game if we find out it comes out in December, well, then we're going to need some footage between August and December, so I'll probably resume some of the other games like Minecraft or Factorio and that. I'm just not feeling it for Factorio at the minute. I kind of burned myself out at playing it the last time. I don't know, maybe I just need to play like a 10-minute session and then I'll get me hooked back on it again. But I don't want to do it yet, because I know if I do get back into it again, I'll probably not do this again. I'd rather get this game finished. I'm going to try and finish these series. But anyway, that's it for this here episode. Thanks again for watching. If you have any comments or any suggestions, do drop them down below, or visit the Discord channel that's linked in the description. Now, do note that because this is recorded in June, you're probably watching this in July and August, so chances are by the time you put your comments in, I would have finished the series. So I tell you what I'll do. Maybe we'll just put down, like things you would have done differently. We'll put down in Discord or put it down in the comments. In terms of suggestions, I'll probably not take any at the minute because it's coming up near the end of the series. But yeah, do put them down below or visit the Discord channel that's linked in the description. If you are enjoying the content and enjoying what you see on the channel, do consider subscribing and dropping us a like if you enjoy what you see. As you know, it helps show what people, it shows me what people are interested in the most, and I'll try and focus on those areas a bit more in the future. Now, this here series has got a bit of popularity. I know it only gets a few views and stuff like that there, but it's getting a lot more than some of the other games I've played in the past, so it's clear that a lot of people like Farm Simulator. in terms of Space Engineers as well, I need to get a new graphics card before I play that game again. I tried playing it there a couple of weeks back and my computer did not like it. I reckon it's either my graphics card, which is more likely the case, or it's my CPU is not enjoying it. The thing is, I have looked about getting a new graphics card. The only issue is my motherboard is bottlenecking it, because my motherboard is 6 years old, and the graphics card that I'm looking to get for it is just not compatible. It can work with it, but it's just the motherboard's going to bottleneck it. Plus, I need to get a new CPU as well, and that enforces getting a new motherboard because the one I'm looking to get doesn't fit this motherboard. It's a whole different like socket and different things. So I need to change the motherboard, need to change the CPU, and need to change the graphics card. Chances are I need to change the power supply. I just can't remember what's in it at the minute, but it should be sufficient enough. I think as far as I know it's 650 or an 850. I can't remember. I need to look at the back though. But anyway, rambling over. So that's it for this here episode. I will catch you in the next one where I'll show people what it's like selling a whole thing of clothes. That'd be quite fun, and it's quite satisfying to watch that. So I'll resume that bit, but what I'll do is I'll do about 10 minutes of that, cut it, and then resume it whenever we have the oil facility and all that there done. But anyway, thanks again for watching it, and I'll catch you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.